Mahjoob Zweiri is a professor of contemporary Middle East politics at Qatar University. He joins us live from Doha. Mahjoob, help us bring some clarity to the situation right now. So much uncertainty on the fact that Tel Aviv and Hamas are discussing, considering the Steve Witkoff proposal for a ceasefire. We're hearing a lot of uncertainty. What do you know right now?
What I know the following. A few minutes ago, the member of Hamas Bureau, Bassem Naim, has announced the following, that Hamas has received the response of Israel to the proposal that Hamas and Witkoff agreed on. So what this tells us that there's something between Hamas and Witkoff they agreed on, and that proposal went to Israel. Today, Hamas received the response of Israel. That's number one. Number two, he said it clearly that Israeli response says two things, that the killing will continue and the starvation will continue. That means basically that is no talk about guarantees from the United States that there will be end of the war. There is no guarantees about humanitarian aid to continue go inside Gaza. And the third one, there is no guarantees that Israel will not, in any stage on these 60 days, will go back to the war.
Okay. So, Mahjoob, with everything you've just outlined there, it doesn't, I don't want to say anything, but it doesn't look like this is
what... It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. Exactly. I want you to say it, because what Hamas wants is a permanent ceasefire, not to violate the ceasefire. Okay, what motivation right now does Israel have to stop its war on Gaza? Because just last week we saw Benjamin Netanyahu give that press conference in public for the first time in months. He said that the aim was to take over all of Gaza. Why are we surprised, a week later, that there's a ceasefire? I don't know. Tell me. I
think two parties are under severe pressure. When it comes to Israel, if you go back 600 days of this war, Israel was not under severe international pressure as it is now. So that severe pressure on Israel from Europeans, from the Americans, Trump has left Israel alone facing Yemen. So basically, they are under severe pressure, and they have to do something to ease the pressure, even if they go to a ceasefire for 60 days. I think that is an exit strategy that Netanyahu is following since this war starts. When there is a pressure on him, he goes to exit strategy to ease the pressure. When it goes to Hamas, of course, they are seeing what's happening, the starvation, the suffering of the people every day. And if there is a hope that hundreds of trucks will go into Gaza, bring some food and bring some medicines that will ease the pressure on Gazan people, they have to do it. So there isn't a humanitarian side when it comes to Hamas pressuring them. And Israel, they have the political international pressure. But let me also make emphasis on the point that the war itself reached to the point where none of the parties can achieve their complete goals. Israeli cannot have what's so-called the victory that Netanyahu talks about. And Hamas, it seems to me, is difficult that they will get everything, which basically pushing Israeli outside of Gaza completely, and having, I would say, most of the control on Gaza. There is a debate tonight on relocation, that Israelis will relocate within Gaza. Basically, they will try to reoccupy parts of Gaza, and based on that, the negotiation will continue.
Mahjoob, your prediction for the next few hours?
I think Hamas will say yes, follows with but. And I think they will try to pressure the mediators to get more of Israel, even on the number of days, even of pushing more humanitarian support to Gazan people, talking about within the 60 days there will be a negotiation on ending the war or sort of continuation of the 60 days. I think these kind of issue will be part of what Hamas will come back to the mediator saying, okay, fine, but these are my reservations.
Mahjoob Zweiri will be monitoring everything that's happening. Thank you so much for your time and, of course,
Thank you,
right
Maria.
now, your predictions. Really appreciate it. Mahjoob Zweiri.